Let's call here because I don't know what he's doing. Alright, sweet. We don't know what he's doing, and that's always a good excuse to call. Now, I have not paid attention to any of this, the game, so I'm just hoping my autopilot works, but we will see. We got Benya, we got Joe Lawson, not the famous Joey, but a different Joey. Run into Kings. King Jack off. Let's go for a min-range. As we're all relaxing from the madness. I guess we'll call nines. No, no, Benjamin is king. Not a bad play actually against the population. Happy to hold. Mr. Slovenia went, no, not going to waste this on post flop. So in we go. I suspect that's probably recreational. Let's go for a little bet here. Just to deny some equity. We failed to deny the equity, but we denied some equity, I suppose. Okay, heads up against the leash, something. Right. I don't know too much about him, so I'll take my full exploit principles. Leeds are doing well. Nice day, Gab says, good luck today. Always very enjoyable to watch this. Watch this amateur of a poker player panic as Twitch functions are, or whatever. We're going to go for a little barrel. Yeah, let's do it. Wabsy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kevin, what's Kevin? Kevin, what's that? 2020 gift. Quite like a check raise here against most people's tendencies. We'll go actually kind of small. In that I think that too many people will just bet too wide a betting range, and then it kind of keeps us able to have a bit more maneuverability on turns rivers. This is not really one of the turns we're looking for, so we'll go for a check. We do sometimes have the best hand. It can go check, for example, if he's got just like Queen Jack or something. If he does bet, I think we'll just fold. He does have 5-6 in his range as well. He shoves, so that makes our life pretty easy. He's been icing a little bit, so we'll try a limp here. Always sort of probing for, you know, things are so close pre-flop that against recreationals, well, not recreationals, I should team maybe a reg, but against unknowns, I think it's always good to not play in a formulaic static way, but to mix it up a little bit. Let's go for a delay. All I want to do is try and actually, you know what? I'm confident enough. Let's induce him. Alright, now we'll just check. Hopefully he hasn't got 4-5 or 4-3. King 9. The patented check the flop, bet the turn. Comes to our rescue. He didn't ISO King 9 off, so that early suggestion that maybe he's a bit ISOing, I was going to say maybe was incorrect. So he may not be playing, I guess, statically. I would normally test him with a couple of ISOs, but given he's been a real OV pip, I'm not going to mess about too much there. It's definitely a hand to donk, and definitely a board to donk. But he had limp stabbed everything yet, so I thought, I'll try. And now, again, we don't have to go too big, to be honest, because very small amounts of value. We do benefit a bit from protection, so yeah. Extort Poker, bringing a little wave. Hello to you. Hope all is good. Yeah, if he limps, we're definitely getting twos. We can fold this, I think, given he's been a bit tighter from the heads up small blinds. And we've probably got a bit of an edge. We'll try a limp with 3-5. Okay. Let's go check. Let's see what he does on the turn. He did think a bit about that, which makes me more inclined to want to bet. Because why would you think if you're going to fold? You just think about donking. Nice thing, I mean, this is a good turn for us in terms of his 7x now. Definitely bets. The min bet's interesting, so I mean, definitely raising it, of course. I think 4 I quite like. I like if he's got a, maybe even 4.5 to be honest. If he's got a 7x of a heart, 6 of a heart, he's never ever folding. 7-5, 6-5, never ever folding. If he's just got one small heart, I don't actually even mind to fold. You know what I mean? If he's sitting there with like 10-2 or 2 hearts and he wants to fold, yeah, fine. Oh, Oscars has uploaded a video. Cool. Oh, okay, the interview. Nice, Oscars. Pouties. Good to know. If anybody thinks, you know what? Any 641 members here think, I like being a 641, but you know what? I just want to see a few more Texas Tommo videos. I don't think he's in enough of the Vimeo videos. You know, he's just not. It's just I don't get a sense of him being there enough for me. Well, fear not, ladies and gentlemen, because you can now go onto Vimeo and once again see your friend, your lover, in a sort of way, chatting way too much again as always. Let's call here because I don't know what he's doing. All right, sweet. We don't know what he's doing, and that's always a good excuse to call. Yeah, he might be a bit frustrated from the hand before. Maybe he was, maybe not. 6, hi. I did get very defensive. And I went, you're trying to take it from me. I'm not addicted. You're addicted to asking me questions about it. Alright, we're going to say Astaikania. Astaikania to 60 gal with 3 X's. We're going to limp the 10-3. How did he play the ace queen? I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking up Google Translate. Did he use the big sizing? Yes, he did. Ooh. Ah, interesting small sizing now. Is that enough of a justification just to shove a 7 now? Could we... I would probably go for this, but I'm not so sure. But like, given he 3x ace queen and 3x to much more, this min raise could be weaker. So we'll bear that in mind when we're making our post-flop decisions. Snap check checks. I think we have the best hand here, almost certainly. Unless he's min raised aces or kings, then we block aces and kings. I think he'd probably see bets, or queens, possible. So let's just go for a little bet. Although, you know, I'm actually going to check because I quite like to see a showdown. And so I think the EV between betting and checking is pretty close, but the EV of checking and get to see a showdown is perhaps better. Now we'll check again. Maybe he wants to bluff river. We'll certainly look for a check call. Maybe he's got a hand like king 9 or something. But we also get to see. Okay, so he had king 6. So few things we can say for sure. His min raise was weaker. He didn't take that many delays, for example. Quite straightforward. It's a spot you could definitely delay with your king 6. Chose not to. All of these things now give us perhaps a bit more of an information edge, and perhaps, let's say, perhaps we'll pay the price of perhaps playing our hand a bit worse, if that makes sense. Like, I think in a one-off hand, shoving or probing or anything like that, we're better, but then we establish less solid reads, and now we have the solid reads at 25 bigs. All those things I think can help us a bit more. He shoves. Okay, so he's active. Pre. Let's test out the limps. Looking weak. I'll go for a delay, given he was quite straightforward the hand before. So we just save chips when he's got a queen. Min bets. That sucks. Alright. I'll give it to him. Crazy Oscars. Oscars! Missed a bit of the Wobble Pig sing. Now, you can all hear that, ladies and gentlemen. Was that a more appropriate sound, do you think? Did that sound better in terms of the volumes? We tried to just trick it. By the way, Powdies Draugs, thank you very much, Oscs. We appreciate that a lot. Yeah. There'll be different coloured Team 6-1 badges at some point. It's something that we're going to try and do. So, this guy's proven a little tricky. Quite active. He's ISO'd every single hand so far, 3 out of 3. Maybe we want to draw the line, just call this one in terms of not hitting the flop. Checks that. Dadouche86, thank you very much for the follow. We've had about 8 subscriptions today, and you are our first follower, I believe. Maybe not. Thank you, Dadouche. Dadouche. Wishing you the best. Yeah, we're gonna play this hand very weakly and just fold. Fold it 10-6. So he's still taking lots of 3x's. We saw him 3x once with ace queen. We will try and exploit his big ISO tendencies by limping this hand, and we'll just limp jam it. This will be his 4th in a row ISO. Okay. Looks good to me. It's interesting hand selection. I guess maybe we've maybe we're over, let's say, reading into the sizings, because they're clearly not just strength. We'll call it just because we get a few things. A, it's a nice realizable hand, but B, he's been checking an awful lot on flops, and so that allows us perhaps to realize a bit more equity when he'll check certain hands like here. We do have a backdoor club draw. I'm tempted just to call 1 here, even though it's, we're drawing dead, not drawing dead against an ace, but let's try call 1. We know he's been kind of wide, and so I think our 10 and 9 are going to be live enough. We'll check. We'll obviously check fold if he bets again. Okay, here he goes big. If we had a king there, I think that would have been pretty good news for us. We'll fold the 8-4, given he's been so active with the ISOs and confirmed active, if that makes sense. Jams, we'll fold. These are always tough opponents who are just relentlessly aggressive, and all you can do is try and limp trap a bit wider. So like this hand, I'd just jam, but against him, we'll try limp trap. He obliges, we'll shove. Okay, worked out. And so we will just basically eliminate limp folding as part of our range for the moment. Really tough spot. I mean, I guess we'll just call and just play the pot pretty honestly post, such as flopping a flush, which is sometimes useful. Okay, good news. Ooh, scarier. Zuzak coming in with a good luck, good luck. Thank you, good Zuzak. Good luck to you too. We're not going to limp shove this. We're just going to open jam it. We know it's very profitable. It's more profitable than folding, and not much else to do. The old king 6. Ace queen's very nice. So he 4x'd ace 9, did he? Yeah. Good luck, good luck. Or should I say... What should I say? Should I... Oh, that's a good flop. I should say... Oh no, I lost it. Something Khan, wasn't it? I don't know. We'll play again.